Hello, amazing people. You're welcome back to Medical Diaries. This is a special time with Mr. Gospel, who is well experienced and is currently in Oxford University. He's going to talk to us on how we can get the Commonwealth scholarship to Oxford University. Do I need to come from a rich home? Do I need to be a politician? Do I need to know sports? Do I need to be a researcher? Do I need to have distinctions of first class? Mr. Gospel is going to talk to us on all of that. Is it only through Commonwealth scholarship that we can get to Oxford? No. Other people will also talk to us on how we can get to Oxford University through other scholarships as well. So please subscribe to this channel and share it with your friends. Let us grow together. Yes, please let us grow together. I am begging you, subscribe to this channel, because here we are going to be having amazing content from time to time. We are going to be having amazing content, and please make your suggestions using the comment section, and then ask your questions as well using the comment section. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's get up there. You're welcome, Mr. Gospel.
Thank you. I don't know. All right. So yeah, I'm here on a scholarship. I'm on the Commonwealth
Okay.
shared scholarship. Yeah. I mean, I don't
Okay.
have the money to fund myself. Like, it's a lot of money. So yeah. Like different kinds of Commonwealth scholarships. There's a Commonwealth Master Scholarship, and then there's a Commonwealth Shared Scholarship, but they have different methods of application. The Commonwealth Master Scholarship, that one, it is the federal government of the country you're coming from that will nominate people. So Federal Scholarship Board will be the ones to nominate people for the award. I didn't apply for that because I thought, I mean, it's a bit tricky when it comes to things that have to do with federal government and stuff. Like, maybe I'm not bad mouthing Commonwealth Master Scholarship, please, because I know people that have actually gotten it and
Yeah.
legitimately. This one was just a matter of preference. I just felt I should put my energy into the shared scholarship. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's called Commonwealth Shared Scholarship because it is both the Commonwealth Scholarship Commission, which is a branch of the UK government, and the school you are applying to, the school that accepts you, that fund it
Okay.
together. So they contribute, two of them contribute and share your sponsorship, basically. But it's a full award, meaning that to cover your tuition, cover your visa, cover your flights. That's a lot. It's a lot of things it covers, right? And the way it works is that the nomination is going to be done by the school. So different schools have different number of, like, they have varying slots allotted to them, and they have
Okay.
different courses that are eligible. The courses are usually development oriented, things like public health, global health, um, sustainable energy. So share around different fields, but that can drive development in low and middle income countries, basically. Those are what the
Okay.
courses revolve around. But prior to when the application opens, they will release the eligible courses and the number of slots per school, so you can use it to like gauge your chances and know where you should apply to and all of that. Like,
Okay.
yeah. So but the list changes only minimally from year to year. It's usually the same courses, but sometimes one course might be added, one course might be removed. It just depends, but usually it's roughly the same list from year to year. Right. So I applied for global health science and epidemiology at Oxford, and
Okay.
I applied for clinical oncology at Birmingham. Right.
Wow.
So I was not nominated by Birmingham, but I was nominated by Oxford. So I accepted my
Okay.
nomination. So some people can apply for up to 10 places. So if they get nominated by more than one, they will have to reject all the other ones that nominated them. And you can only accept one award. So people that were reserved in the other schools where they were nominated will be upgraded to take their slots. So that's how it operates. Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah. So that's what I'm here on.
All
Mhm.
right. So you need like some distinctions, like those in medicine. You need some like maybe lots of distinctions or something like that.
Right. Okay. So the thing is, since it is a school that is nominating you, you have to like show the school that they should nominate you. So the thing about it is, a school can have only one slot. A school can have a school can have only one slot. A school can have only two slots. Right. So you have to like bring all your guns basically when you're applying, because it's people from all over the world that are like applying for those slots that you're also competing for. Do you get? So you have to like give it your best shot. Now, academics is very, very important. Like if I'm going to rank anything as the number one factor, okay, I won't rank it the number one. I'll rank it the number two factor for this particular scholarship. I'll rank it as number two. So the number one is the application itself. There are 11
Okay.
essays that you will write. So that's like the number one. But I think academics, apart from the application proper, like the academics is like up there because you need to show that like you did well in school, you had awards, or you have documented research experience, all those sort of things that show that you have high academic potential. So now it's not compulsory, but it's good. As I said, the number one
Okay.
thing is the application itself, but it's good that you also have like a good academic background that shows that okay, like would have first applied to the schools you want to, right? They would give you admission and then you apply for the scholarship.
Oh.
So if you are paying application fee to the school you are applying to, and that's where your money will go. Otherwise, if
Okay.
you apply to schools that waive application fees for you, and that means you're not paying
Okay.
anything at all. Yeah.
So for Oxford, do they waive the application fee?
Oh no. Oxford had I think £75 application fee.
Hey, God.
Yeah, but some schools have free. Some schools will waive the application fee till later. In fact,
Okay.
some will not even take it at all. Some will take application fee from you, especially those schools in Scotland. I know they don't really, Glasgow, Edinburgh, and co. They don't ask for application fees when you're applying. Yeah. Anyway, so
Okay, no problem.
yeah, that's about that. Yeah. So your academics is very, very key. I can't stress that enough. But so you should like aim for high grades, like aim for it. Even if you don't get it, at
Okay.
least you'll come close to it, but aim for it by all means. Like all those ones that people say school has come. I don't, you shouldn't fall for that. Like give it your best shot. That's if you have decided that you want to follow an academic path, or like you want to like do a
Yeah.
master's, you want to get a scholarship, like you should not joke it.
Yeah.
You should not joke with your grades. Like try your best, give it your best shot. If you don't get it, as I said, like if you don't get those, if you don't come out as the top people in your set, no problem. You still have other things. Try and write all these prize exams in final year. They open up for everybody. Register, read for it, go. You can get it. Even if you don't get, maximize your research opportunities.
Okay.
Your community medicine posting, your senior obstetrics and gynecology posting, your term papers in medical school. You are going to, those are like opportunities for you to work with supervisors in ComUI, consultants that can help you like have publication worthy research projects that you can publish, that you can present in conferences that will then document your research experience for you. So that is great. Like those are things to strengthen your academic profile. Another thing is leadership and volunteering. So those are things that also set you apart. And it's good that as you're like in the medical line, or even if you're not in the medical line, but I assume that most people that are watching your channel will be people that are in the medical line anyway. So like you have the opportunity of working in a medical setting, being a medical student. So you have outreaches, you can volunteer with JSONs, you can volunteer with student-led organizations. Some students have NGOs. You don't have to own your own NGO, but you can work closely with them. Yumsa, I think you are muted.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. So like
Fine.
Yumsa outreach, your fellowship outreach, those are all places to volunteer. And then volunteering goes beyond the medical part, that you are working in your fellowship or in your church or in the mosque or something. It's also volunteering. So if you are taking the role of a drama leader, choir leader, or you worked in the drama unit, you worked in the choir unit, you worked in the welfare unit, whatever thing you are working as is also volunteering, and it shows another side of you, right?
Okay.
So these are all things that will come into your application, right? And any other leadership positions you've held, maybe you were a congressman, you were a senate man, you were a minister executive, you you were your class rep, all those sort of things, right? So this is not a scholarship application discussion, but I'm just like saying all the things,
Generally,
yes, that can
yeah.
make you have a strong application. Academics, volunteering, leadership are key, right? So
Sorry, what are sports?
again,
Sports like football.
so great if you can, no problem. But like it's something that can make for
That
an
can be
interesting point in an interview. But I don't
okay.
think it's one of those things that will necessarily like,
Be required.
yes, that will like weigh much when you are being considered for an award. Like the primary things
Okay.
are the things I mentioned. Maybe if you get to an interview stage for your school, and someone may want to talk about that. But even the interviews I did, nobody really cared about that. Like they were more on the academic line, right?
Okay.
They were actually more on the academic line and how you think
Okay.
you fit the program and how the program fits you. Like
Oh,
those were the things that were being explored. So, but there are some other scholarships that will
consider that.
explore some other sides of you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, that's about it. Yeah, really.
Okay, no problem.
Mm.
So, at what level can we actually apply for this scholarship? Should we apply for it at 600 level, at during house job, or when? When can we apply for it?
Okay, so now that depends on what you want to skip as a medic. Do you want to skip house job? Do you want to skip NYSC? Do you want to do both? That's what will largely determine
Hmm.
it. If you want to skip house job, then that means you have to be applying in final year basically, or something.
Okay.
If you want to skip NYSC, you may want to apply during house job, right? So
Yeah.
if you don't want to skip anyone, you may want to apply during NYSC, right? So it's those are the dynamics. So that one is based on your preference, but I would strongly advise that you should have an idea of things you would like to apply for. Like
Okay.
by the latest, by the time you are like starting house job or midway through house job, you like have a good idea of things that of programs you want to apply for, such that you start shooting out those applications before house job is over. So that even if you don't,
Eleanor,
so that even if you don't get a scholarship in your first round of applying,
you'll
and you
get in the
can't and you
next
can't
round.
self-sponsor yourself, so by the next time you're applying, you will be a stronger applicant and your chances will be higher. You
And
get
you would have learned a lot of things
exactly,
and made some corrections.
exactly. So it largely depends on your time scale. But I would, as I said, I would recommend that by middle of house job, you have a strong idea of programs you want to apply for, and you have already started shooting out those applications before house job is over. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I want to ask you something. Those that went through this scholarship,
Mhm.
are they like strictly those that will become lecturers, like those that will go into teaching, or someone that has doing other things can actually go for this scholarship?
Okay, so it's not that you become a lecturer. When
Mm.
you're applying for the scholarship, your ambitions are going to be explored. So
Okay.
they are going to, in your essays, you are going to be talking about what you hope to do with the scholarship. Of course, some people, their passion is to be purely academic and to train other people,
Okay.
right? For some, is to increase their chances as professionals, not
Oh
necessarily
wow.
teaching. Some is to combine both. It all depends. Like for me now, mine is to combine both. I like
Okay.
I like the academic side of medicine and I like the professional side of medicine, right? So that reflected in my application all around, right? And so that is me. It all depends on what your personal drive is, and you will find a way to incorporate that into your application and at all levels, yeah, at all stages of it. Yeah,
Okay. So that's really nice.
yeah.
Is there racism over there? Like, are there racists over there? How do they treat Nigerians, basically?
Yeah, I'm not, I've not encountered racism. No, no.
Oh, wow.
So at least the city I'm in is very diverse. Like it's a very diverse city
Okay.
because it's a highly academic city. So you have people from all over the world walking the streets.
Yeah.
So nobody really cares about your race. Like there are several versions of you all over the
Okay.
place. So
Right.
you get what I mean. Like there are
Yeah,
several
sure.
blacks, there are several Asians, there are
Yeah.
so many people. So I don't think racism is a problem. And even in much of UK, at least in the cities that hosts universities,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, because they are academic institutions, they will attract people from different parts of the world. So you shouldn't encounter racism so badly. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't
Okay.
exist, obviously, but, but
But not
it's
that
not a
much
major problem. Yeah,
in that side.
yeah,
Okay, no
yeah,
problem now. So
yeah.
I'm comparing the life over here to that in UK, the educational system. What
Oh,
would you like to say?
well, it's very different. Like it's as I've been saying since I got here. I think they've hacked the education thing. Basically,
Okay.
when when I mean they've hacked education, that's like it's a very efficient system
Of
that
education.
yeah, it's a very efficient system that invests a lot into the students with the
Wow.
aim of making the student invest back into the system. So
Mm.
they basically provide you with all the support you need. You won't worry
Okay.
about you won't worry about internet connectivity, missing classes, like everything is integrated for you on your learning platform.
Okay.
So um, all your classes, all your lectures are there, all your assignments are there, all your lectures that you attend are recorded and kept there again for you to revisit anytime you want.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
You have um, access to anybody. They're just an email away. You have an
Wow.
academic supervisor that is committed to making sure you you are the best version of yourself during the program.
Wow.
So you have and then Oxford has these small group tutorials where you meet in small groups again aside the class,
Oh,
right? In
wow.
smaller groups again to meet with top academics to discuss topics in the program, right?
Oh.
So it's just very so you have a lot of support.
Yeah,
So
you don't really have
but
an
yes, you
excuse.
don't have an excuse to not do well, basically. Yeah. And by the time you've been part of the system like that, you will want to invest back in it. So you will see a
Wow.
lot of the students want to go on to PhDs and stuff like
And
that. Like
all
they
of
will,
that.
yes, yes. So because the system has invested a lot in them, yeah. So it's a very, very efficient system that compared to like I'm not used to this kind of support basically. That's
Wow.
I'm not used exactly. So the thing about Oxford is that now I know I've just been talking about the scholarship I came through, but there are like other ones. And
Yeah.
again, it depends on your program. Different scholarships are available to you. Now, there are some scholarships that everyone is eligible for,
Okay,
right?
like which one, please? Please can you tell us?
So now, um, scholarship like Clarendon scholarship, they
Okay, I think
have yeah.
I like
So
that.
the way those scholarships work, the one that everybody is eligible for, the way they work is that by the time every department has admitted the candidates they want to admit, they will now rank them and nominate them
Okay.
for those scholarships. So Department of Population Health will
Okay.
nominate the people they want for those automatic scholarships, right? Department of XYZ will nominate their candidates for scholarship X, like that and like that and like that. So obviously those ones are the most competitive because, like in my
Okay.
opinion, I think like well, I won't say most competitive, sure, but they are a different kind of competitive in the sense
Yeah.
that it is all the people that are admitted to Oxford in your given department
Yeah.
that are going to be in the run for it, right?
Yeah, no problem.
Now, exactly.
I think I'll bring. I
Mhm.
think Nedu went through
Exactly.
Claridon. So in our
Exactly.
next show, in the next series of this show, someone that went through the general scholarship platform will talk more about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so basically, is there something else we need to know? So in applying for Oxford, like, is there something else we need to know that you have not talked about?
Well, okay. So I've talked about getting the idea of what you want to do early enough. And that means
Okay.
that you now have to be deliberate in the steps you take. So,
Yeah.
so you want your application to be coherent. That
Yeah.
means that your essay, because you're going to have an admission essay. So the way also the admission works is that when you submit your application, you submit a statement of purpose. So based on your statement of purpose and your application documents, which includes your transcripts, your transcripts is the main thing, sure. And then your statement of purpose, and then any awards you have, your letters of recommendation. By the time all those are submitted, they will now rank all the applicants for that course and invite a subset for interview. After the interview, they will now weed some people off again and admit the people they want. So you have to make your story coherent right from the stage when you are submitting your documents. So you have to work closely with your recommenders. Your recommenders have to be people that know you well and can speak to your abilities, right? And 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 whatever they are saying about you should tie in well with things that you are saying about yourself in your statement of purpose, right? So you have to work closely with your recommenders. You have to make your story coherent in your SOP and in your CV. Your CV has to highlight your strengths for the program you're coming to.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. So
if my strength is more on maybe neurosurgery, if my strength is more on mental health, maybe I've been volunteering on mental health issue. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense if I come and apply for pediatrics.
Okay, so as I said, you have to look at the program you want to go to for a given school. So if your strength is in mental health, then you're going to be looking at programs that are oriented towards mental health.
Okay.
In whatever schools you want to apply to, right? Like I know Queen Margaret University has a good program in global mental health, that sort of thing. So that's a program that such a person will be looking at, right?
All right.
And related programs in the UK. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, thank you so much for this session. Thank you so much. It was a nice time with you, and we learned a lot. And we hope that when people start asking questions in the comment section, maybe you will be able to help us out with them, because I know people have a lot of questions at the end of the session.
No problems. Yeah. So as a parting word, I would just say, of course, dream big and shoot your shots. Like you have nothing to lose by shooting your shot.
All right.
Yes, you only miss the shot that it's like, how do they even say that thing again? Like you miss 100% of the shots you do not take, basically.
Wow.
Wow. Like if you don't shoot the shots, you automatically missed it. That's what that means. So at least give yourself a chance, right?
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I'm going to write that down. Dream big and shoot your shots. Yeah. Never sit down and be thinking that things are not going to work out. When you're just sitting down somewhere, things are not going to work out.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Thank you once again, El.
Right, no
we hope to hear more of you. If there is a need, we can still have another session with you if you agree with us. Maybe next time.
No worries. Just reach out. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate it.
All right, fantastic. No problem. It's my pleasure.